Welcome back, guys. Dashing here for Aftermath number 6. Our final approach before tomorrow night's Absolution event that plays host to the 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match. We're going to find out who is going to headline Ascendant 7, the show of shows for a World Championship match, and much more. But getting things started right here, right now, is a one-on-one contest between Shamrock and Vance Vintage, a match that Vance Vintage asked for. You remember last week, Supremacy was a triple threat #1 contenders match for the Anarchy Championship. These two and Bannon, a matchup that was won by Bannon. Afterwards, Shamrock complaining that it was Bannon who pinned Vance Vintage. So Vintage said, hey, if you want to prove you're such a big man, how about we go one-on-one next week on Aftermath? And so Shamrock accepted. Here we are. Speaking of Bannon, by the way, he's going to be competing a little bit later on, trying to get some last bit of momentum before challenging Walter Blake for the Anarchy Championship tomorrow at Absolution. He faces a former Anarchy champion in Tyson Cage. And what a main event we have got for you, as Matt Devious will go one-on-one with a returning Harvey Hastings. Harvey Hastings you have not seen since CyberSlam. He is back. He's in the Royal Rumble tomorrow. Gonna hope to shake off some ring rust he may have incurred in his time away. Shamrock, a menacing force. Vance Vintage has got some balls on him to call for a one-on-one match between the two. I guess Vintage didn't take too kindly to Shamrock blaming Vintage for costing him a shot at the Anarchy Championship, though. To be fair, Bannon did pin Vance Vintage. Shamrock, while he lost, he didn't lose, you know what I mean? Now we're going to look to cut the American-made man in half with one of those disgusting spears of his. This should definitely make for an interesting singles matchup, because whereas Vance Vintage is the taller, Shamrock may be the stronger of the two superstars. This is going to be a hoss battle, though. No doubt about that. It's what it was with Bannon in the mix last week. These three, well, these two and Bannon, them three, beat the snot out of each other. And that's looking to continue right now. Shamrock, Vance Vintage, Juan to start off Aftermath number 6. Vintage tries to go low right out of the gate, but Shamrock says, here, take this boot to the midsection. Oh, and then continuing to target that midsection with a modified single knee gutbuster. Carnival tie-up, and as I predicted, Shamrock the stronger, able to overpower Mr. America. Will there be a clean break? There will, in the spirit of competition. Going to resume their fight. Carnival tie-up. Oh, but look at this. Vance Vintage pushing Shamrock into the corner. Maybe more evenly matched than I had thought. Another clean break. Vance Vintage challenged Shamrock, saying, oof! You're not carrying yourself in the American way. How very un-American of you, as a matter of fact, to complain on Twitter about a loss. I'm pretty sure Shamrock's not American, though. I'm fairly certain he's Irish. I may be wrong about that, but his name is Shamrock, and he has a picture of a shamrock on his entrance gear, so these signs lead me to believe that he may be Irish, but then again, maybe he just really likes Irish culture. kick to the chest. Vince Vintage gets pulled back up to his seat and sent into the ring. In hot pursuit, going to try to finish things off early. Shamrock eager to climb back up the rankings. He came so close to his shot at the Anarchy Championship, and he feels as though Vance Vintage, well, took it from him. Pretty much handed it to Bannon. Kick to the gut. Brings Shamrock down to one knee, leaving him exposed for Vintage to deliver that knee crunch. Very slow-paced match so far. That will not last long, though, believe me. Schoolboy powerbomb. That takes some real upper body strength to hoist your opponent up in the air from that position. I mean, you just look at both of these guys and you know they're in tremendous shape. Stomp to the hand, Vance Vintage. Half camel clutch locked in on Shamrock. Shamrock's able to find a way out of it, though. Focusing on those ribs. Smashing Vintage in the face with a forearm, and then off the top rope with a power slam. The complexion of this match just changed. Massive spine buster. Pops into the cover. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. We'll try not to sneeze. Excuse me. Shamrock ain't beating around the bush, though. Close range impact. Tries for the spear. Vintage knows that play, though. Able to get himself out of harm's way. Now it's Shamrock. Oh! Just used his own move against him. Insult to injury. What's Vance Vintage doing here? Squaring up to him. Looking each other in the eyes. Froze for a minute. That gives Shamrock the chance he needs. Wasteland senton combo, short arm shoulder block, knocks him right back down onto his derriere, however. And Shamrock gonna be taken to the 80s. Vance Vintage. Oh, okay. Vintage. What's going on in that head of his right now? He's fucking up. Shamrock on the rebound, getting clipped with that knee. Vintage gonna try again. Take 2. And here we go. Blast from the past. Thanks for coming. Good night. 1, 2. Shamrock, though. Getting his shoulder up off the mat. Vintage not happy about it. Trying to crack open that coconut. Now gonna go up to the top rope. Vance Vintage does like to often use that double axe handle. Is that what he's pining for here? Perhaps. If so, Shamrock needs to... Oh, a crossbody. Shamrock caught him. And a mat slam by the super being. That goes for a small package. 1. Trying to catch Vance Vintage off guard. Almost did. Able to snap back to reality as the American-made man, though. Punch right to the midsection. Just put a hole right through him. Reciprocates the Shamrock. STO just throwing Vintage down. Vintage gonna roll to the outside where he can get himself a bit of breathing room, or maybe not. Shamrock's coming after him with malintent. I don't think Shamrock's coming to sell Vance Vintage cookies. Oh, and there's the spear! Vintage got back into the ring, and before he knew what the hell was happening, 1, 2, 3, Shamrock takes the win. Shamrock proving that if Vance Vintage didn't get in the way, maybe it would be him challenging for the Anarchy Championship tomorrow night. A bit of redemption here for Shamrock, whereas Vance Vintage don't look too happy at all about that outcome. Action keeps rolling. Up next, guys, it was last week that we saw Thunder from Down Under make their CMV debut, knocking off a couple of local competitors. Well, now the challenge is going to step up as they take on the first ever Fusion Tag Team Champions, Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack. We've not seen in months, really since the closure of Genesis. They've kind of been kicking back and relaxing, but now it is time to get back to the grind. Will they brandish that Randy Borton diamond-plated golden shovel? Or can Ashley Ahmed and Jacqueline Hendricks rack up yet another victory? Polar opposites are these two teams. You've got the lumbering powerhouses, Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack, and then you got the lightning quick Amel and Hendricks. Great to see these two back. Years and years and years ago, they were the team when they were crowned the inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champs. You gotta know Big Duke Briggs is eager to try and catch up with his brother and sister, Andrew, who's the current world champion, Amber, who's rocking the house on NGW, all of her accolades on ferocity of Fusion over the years. It all starts with knocking off a couple of rooks here tonight. And in only a week, Thunder from Down Under already garnering the support of the CMV universe. These fans in their corner. Ashley Amel on the left. Jacqueline Hendricks, well, now up front. They've completely switched now. Impressive outing in their debut last week. But there is a pretty big difference between a couple of local competitors and some CMV vets like the Outlaws. Stark contrast. Let's see if they got what it takes to truly hang with some of the best teams. Oh, look at this. The Outlaws are excited to be back, baby. There's a lot of chest hair in this match. A lot of hair in general in this match. Yikes. Referee Murphy rings the bell. Gonna be Duke Briggs starting off against Ashley Amel. And Amel immediately tries to go for his high-speed shenanigans, and Duke is just like, kid. I ain't here for that. Snapmare. Puts him right down. Ashley pops back up, sizing up to the big man. Irish over to the corner. Back elbow. Snapmare. Off that second rope. European uppercut to the back of the head. Couple of stomps get off. Duke Briggs. Snakeskin boots knocked off the ring apron. Sent to the outside, but Amell ain't going to let him be lonely. Going to collect. Knows that he can only... Oof. Give Duke Briggs so much breathing room. Sweeps the leg. Moonsault. Referee Murphy already at the count of 4. Nice short arm drop kick. 5 now, as Duke Briggs is just getting kicked in every single way imaginable that you can fathom. 7 count as Ashley gets off a jawbreaker. Continuing to keep Duke Briggs at bay. Ooh! Modified STO. I don't know if Ashley wants to try and throw hands with someone the size of Duke Briggs, though. That's why right there. Ooh! Face first off the steel post. Damn, Ashley came for a fight. They must have watched the tape, studied up on the Outlaws. They knew what they were getting into. There we go. Whew, I was getting worried that this might actually end in a count out. Duke Briggs now goes to the corner. Thunder from down under. What do we got here? Snapmare. Oh, pop-up Meteora. Now it is Jacquin and Hendricks legal, but turned his back. Hot tag is made. Buzzsaw Jack coming in hot. Slaps away the hand. Look at the size of this forest-dwelling freak. Pulled back into a nice pendulum backbreaker. Buzzsaw Jack all on his own with Duke on the outside. Perfect opportunity for TFDU. Oh my God, that kick and a big boot. Yikers. You don't want to play with those kicks of Jack. Jacquin says here, Ashley, try and get a lid on this guy. This dragon screw takedown. Ooh, snap back the knee. Continuing to target that knee. See, they adapt. Immediately go after those legs, realizing it's Buzzsaw Jack's biggest weapon. Right here. Ooh. Okay. Gut buster. Ashley Amell goes to the corner. Stalking Buzzsaw Jack. Spear! Taking him down, but that ain't enough. Thunder from down under. Looking to make it 2-0. There's a storm coming in. Wait a minute, what's this? Ooh! High knee leg sweep combo. I thought they were going to go for category 5. I guess they want to play around a little bit more. Not confident in being able to get the win just yet. Hendricks going to take his battle with Jack. Ringside, but watch out for Duke Briggs. Keeping a watchful eye on the apron. Jacquin, smart move, getting back into the ring. Stopping Buzzsaw from getting a hot tag. Stomp after stomp after stomp, and a knee. Just the cherry on top. Grabbing Buzzsaw Jack by the hair. Blowing on the knuckles before delivering a go-home punch to the face. That ain't gonna be enough, though. To hammer the final nail into the coffin, DDT takes out Briggs. Buzzsaw Jack looking up at them lights, eyes glazed over as Hendricks just chills in the corner, completely confident that Thunder from Down Under have got this one into the bag, and they just may. All right, let's go finish this one off. Yes, they are. Category 5. see you bye. 1, 2, 3. Another impressive outing by Thunder from Down Under. This time getting themselves a big dub over a pair of former champs. Let's get another replay of this beautiful Category 5, they call it. Springboard assisted clothesline. Look how referee Murphy had to get in that perfect position. As I said last week, bright things in the future of these two men. And sorry about that, fly just flew right in my face. And up next, our co-main event, guys, for Aftermath Episode 6, Bannon getting a bit of last-minute preparation before tomorrow night at Absolution, challenging Walter Malay for the Anarchy Championship. Right now, taking on a former two-time Anarchy champion in Tyson Cage. And, of course, it is Extreme Rules. Anything goes. Walter Belay, the Machine, the Eliminator, knows full well that Bannon, a former Anarchy champion in his own right, going to be his toughest challenge to date, so he's watching from home. He's got his eyes glued to the television screen, whatever kind of notes he can take down to prepare. I don't know if you could really truly prepare for someone like Bannon, though, but if you can, Walter Belay better get on it. The Harbinger of Darkness has only been defeated once this season. That was at the very start of the season. Since then became the inaugural open-weight champion and the last ever open-weight champion, winning that triple threat match last week to earn his opportunity against Belay tomorrow night at Absolution. Most intimidating force in CMV, stalking his way to the ring. Looking to feast on Tyson Cage as if he's an appetizer before the true meal tomorrow night in the form of Belay. Bannon's first CMV championship was the Anarchy title that he captured over 2 years ago, really coming full circle. But he is going to be pushed to his limit by dashing at Tyson Cage, a former Fusion Tag Team champion, more importantly, former two-time Anarchy champion. Tyson Cage actually been vying these past few months himself to capture the Anarchy title once again, challenging Walter Willie only a few weeks ago at failing effort, obviously. But perhaps if he can knock off the #1 contender here, that'll get him another crack in the future. There we go, Bannon, Tyson Cage, and this is Extreme Rules, anything goes. The only thing that matters is that pin or submission in the ring is the only way to win. Lopez press followed by some right hands by Tyson Cage. Bannon gonna sweep him up, kick to the back, sending shooting pains up and down that spine before he continue further. Nice dragon screw by Cage. Punch, thwarted, single leg takedown. Bannon will be showing some wrestling abilities. Bannon is not a wrestler, though, ladies and gentlemen. He is a tormentor of souls. Once upon a time, in his own sick, twisted way, he wanted to heal members of the CMV universe in the locker room, but now he's intent on causing pain, agony, and suffering because of what was done to him. That scar that covers half of his face, maybe exposing the true Bannon that was always deep down inside, throwing Tyson Cage back into the ring, sending a punch to the back of the head, scoop slam. Tyson Cage is able to wiggle free, drop toe hold, lays him down on that middle rope. Here comes Bannon chugging along, almost 300 pounds. Right to the back of Tyson Cage's head. Stomps to the lower back, boot to the face of Bannon. With a smile on his face. This joint manipulation, look how he bends the fingers back. Would be happy to snap that wrist right off. Rolls through to send the knee down onto the kidneys. Dispatches of Tyson Cage with a back body drop. Power move after power move, and they call this the freak accident for a reason. Bannon not getting paid by the hour. He knows Walter Belay is watching, but as he went for the crucifixion, Tyson Cage says not so fast, tried for the code breaker, but Bannon was able to get out of the way of that. Back into the ring, says you ain't going nowhere. Try to go after those legs. Incapacitate Tyson Cage from being able to use that code breaker of his. Deadlift powerbomb 1. Only a 1 count though. Stomp to the lower back. Bannon gonna bend the rules a bit in his favor. Watch the 5 count. Choking Tyson Cage as if he intends on taking his life. I would not want to run into Bannon in a back alley. Snapped off the rope, sent to the center of the ring. Tyson Cage mounting a comeback, and the fans are giving them his energy. Big boot, god damn. I'm gonna collapse the lung. Point the elbow right to the forehead. Bannon comes back with a throat chop. Spaghetti legs for Tyson Cage. What a T-bone suplex. once more enjoying this slow, methodical pace is the harbinger of darkness. Kidneys not spared. Bannon thinking here. Not too sure, but wasted a lot of time that Tyson Cage was able to use to his benefit. Misses that overhand. Tyson Cage capitalizes. Irish whip on the rebound. Goes for a back elbow. Bannon slaps that shit away. Look at a suplex. God. Tyson Cage is a fully grown man. Got thrown across the ring like a rag doll. Tyson Cage just what? Canadian Destroyer by Tyson Cage. What the hell? 1, 2. Okay, I see you, Tyson. Damn. And of course, Bannon. Only a few seconds rest back into it. Deadlift, sit out, powerbomb. 1, 2. Tyson Cage has got heart, and that's something that Bannon despises. Looking to extinguish that flame. Jeez. The throat thrust just knocked Tyson Cage loopy. Now he's taking him outside. I shiver to think what Bannon might have in store for Tyson Cage. Oh my God! Just whipping him into the security wall. Those steel barricades, guys. Tyson Cage, though, with that vertical suplex, takes it in stride, like the champ that he is. Another vertical suplex. Bannon better be careful, gotta start protecting himself. We know Walter Belay is watching. We know if he sees a weakness, he'll pounce on it tomorrow night. Oh, the lower back of Tyson Cage. Damaged too much in this match. He's not able to lift Bannon. And that brings into question how exactly he'll be able to win this match. Remember, this is Extreme Rules, so there are no countouts. Pinfall submission, however, only in the ring, and not falls count anywhere. Oh my lord. Tyson Cage just chucked overhead. I don't even think Bannon breaks a sweat. Does Bannon sweat? Doesn't look like it. Punch to the face and a clothesline. Taking him for a walk. Face first. Off that LED board. Hard plastic and glass. And now a freak accident on the outside. Ugh. Cringe-inducing. It's one after the other. Bannon does not care if he ends Tyson Cage's career right here, right now. Into the ring, perhaps the end is finally nigh. Bannon is in no rush though. Like I said before, he enjoys this. Going for a choke slam, but the setup took a little bit too long. Just when you get a smile on your face thinking Tyson Cage might have a chance. There we go. Veteran instinct rolling out onto the apron. Can't be pinned or submitted there. Gives himself a chance to get back up. Bannon's just staring at him, saying, get back into the ring if you dare. Clean ring entry. Oh! What a punch! Bleeding Bannon's clock. Tries to follow it up with that double knee gutbuster. Trio of elbows to the head. And Bannon with the crucifixion. One, 2, 3. Bannon, Walter Bollet, tomorrow night at Absolution for the Anarchy Championship. And I have no idea what we're going to see. Another crushing defeat for Tyson Cage. Up next in our main event, guys, to wrap things up, Harvey Hastings is back. We have not seen Papa Hastings since CyberSlam, where he and his son Stefan lost their Fusion Tag Team titles in the unification bout. We know that he is set to retire at Ascendant 7 due to not only physical damage he's incurred throughout his career, but more importantly, probably his mental health that's only been deteriorating more and more as the months go on. However, he says he wants to go out in a blaze of glory, and that starts right here tonight. The build to his retirement as he takes on Matt Devious, the antagonist, the hero killer. One-on-one, I do believe the first time ever. Both of these men are part of the Royal Rumble match tomorrow night. Matt Devious also going to be pulling double duty because he's set to go one-on-one with Reese Matthews. You know, it'd be a hell of a way for Harvey Hastings to retire if he wins the Royal Rumble and main events Ascendant 7, perhaps retiring as world champion. That's his plan, at least. My question right now is what kind of condition is he in? We haven't seen him since CyberSlam. I guess we're going to get our answer right now. A former two-time United States champion, former world champion. go, our main event, Matt Devious, Harvey Hastings, one-on-one for the first time ever, both hoping for some momentum before tomorrow night's Royal Rumble event. Starting off nice and slow, feeling each other out. Harvey Hastings gets the lead with a nice reverse chin lock that a knee to the lower back. Both men back to their feet, though. Matt Devious, beautiful block, sends a shot to the jaw, tries for a cheeky jab, gets a kick to the midsection instead. Irish whip into the corner, Harvey Hastings. And as Matt Devious ricochets back into the ring, reverse DDT off the shoulders of Hastings. Thrown overhead with a fireman's carry. Matt Devious back into the ring. Doesn't want anything to do with the outside area. Northern Light suplex. Bridge to pin. But only a 1 count. Moving with intent. Look at that. Never one to shy away from mocking his opponents during the match. Tying up the legs, kick right to the ribs. Matt Devious and Harvey Hastings, they're both superstars who have not a single care in the world for what they do to another person, as long as it means they can get the win. Matt Devious, who started off so strong this season, has kind of been falling down more and more, losing the international championship. Oh, Harvey Hastings, gonna go for blitzkrieg already? Yes, blitzkrieg by Harvey. Well, might be an early night for these two. Oh, doesn't go for the pin. Okay. Instead, a sit-out powerbomb. One count. Devious, the bigger man. That took some strength on Harvey's part. Single leg takedown for Matt Devious, but Harvey Hastings able to push him back. Double boots to the chest. Oh my God, elbow to the face, kick to the chest. Misses that roundhouse, but got it on the rebound. Now to the top rope. A proper blitzkrieg perhaps coming. And coming in hot. Bam! I think Harvey would have clipped him in the face with his knee. I think Devious is out. 1, 2. Oh, I guess not. Coming back to life. That's what I meant when I said earlier, these two do not care about what they do, whomever they're in the ring with, as long as he's getting the victory. Harvey completely just did not hit that shooting star press how he was supposed to. Sent the knee right into Devious's goddamn face, that beautiful face of his. Those angelic features. Well, now Matt Devious is coming to get him some air raid siren neckbreaker. Ain't enough, though. Maybe gonna force Harvey to retire earlier than expected. Vertebreaker. One, two. Harvey Hastings, though, sending it right back at Devious. One of those mental breakdowns of his when things don't go his way. Double forearm smash, clothesline, modified facebuster. Harvey Hastings getting tracked open. Blood starting to spurt out of that cut across his forehead. Still able to have the wherewithal, though, to evade that air raid siren neckbreaker crucifix slam into the pin, but only able to find a 1 count, not even a 2. What's Harvey doing here? Taking off the top turnbuckle, son of a gun. Trying to out-dirty a dirty player like Matt Devious. Oh, Murphy has now seen it, though. Gonna do his job and his official. I appreciate that. Another air raid siren neckbreaker. I think this plan has backfired on Harvey, guys. Stomp to the shoulder. And Devious, if he hits this knee, Harvey will be lucky if his head doesn't go flying off. Oh! That was a brilliant count. I gotta give that one a little golf clap. Hastings! He's got the anaconda! The anaconda vice! Matt Davies is trapped. Nowhere to go. Davies taps. Harvey Hastings catching Davies out of nowhere with the Anaconda. The farewell tour starts off with an impressive victory for Harvey Hastings. Well, guys, thank you as always for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're not following already, make sure you do so so you get a notification when I go live the next time, which will be tomorrow night for Absolution in the Royal Rumble match. You do not want to miss it. The beginning of the road to Ascendant 7. The show is the showcase of Immortals. But you all know the deal. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday night, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.